Joining me right now is Wisconsin Congressman and member of the House Judiciary Committee, Scott Fitzgerald. Congressman, thanks very much for being here. How are you expecting Republicans to address TikTok?
Yeah, it was mid-November, Maria, when Christopher Wray sent out the first message that basically did the same type of link. It was absolutely a connection, as was described by Mr. Radcliffe, that the ByteDance is the CCP and the CCP is ByteDance. So if young Americans are getting their news off of the app, they absolutely are being influenced by the Chinese Communist Party.
Well, I mean, I just want to backtrack for a moment because you said Christopher Wray told us it in November. I want to go back 2 years because John Radcliffe was the sitting director of national intelligence, and he did the official national security assessment threat on TikTok. And what he deemed 2+ years ago was that TikTok is a major risk and is a threat to the freedom and liberty of America, and that it should be banned. And that is what led then President Donald Trump to issue 2 executive orders. One of those executive orders was forcing the sale of TikTok from ByteDance to Oracle or another technology company, and that was an executive order. But of course, Joe Biden came into office and reversed all of Trump's executive orders. So look at the waste of time that we have had over the last 2 years. We're now debating the same thing again. John Radcliffe already deemed it a threat 2 years ago, and yet we're having this conversation again. What happened to all of those young people in the last 10 years, in the last 2 years, rather, that could have been avoided?
Yeah, I mean, the state-issued devices, too, was something that the FBI did not really warn us about. But what they started to see was that there was linkage between a lot of times the app was being opened and government officials or their staff. So it raised concerns even more significantly in a short period of time that basically the CCP had a window into what's going on inside our government, both at the state and federal levels. So it absolutely has to be something that's addressed by Congress as well as the state legislatures and the governors across the nation.
So you are expecting then the Republicans to do something about this, because we're not counting on Joe Biden to do anything. The Chinese overlords are not going to be happy if Joe Biden makes a change on TikTok. It's unlikely he's going to do anything. Do you expect the Congress to change TikTok, to make this ban wider than just state-led?
I do. Speaker-elect McCarthy has addressed it. The committees that certainly have jurisdiction over this area, which will still be determined in January. But absolutely, it's something of high security alert. And there seems to be a lot of momentum right now in Congress for addressing it. And my own Wisconsin delegation, we've reached out to our own governor in our state saying, listen, you need to take action now. And I think that's happening in each and every state.
Well, what about election interference, election integrity? Are you going to take that on? I mean, Republican leader Kevin McCarthy says he's demanding answers from the so-called spies who lied. This is more than 50 intel officials who branded Hunter Biden's laptop Russian disinformation. Here's Kevin McCarthy. Watch.
51 intel agents that signed a letter that said the Hunter Biden information was all wrong, was Russia collusion. Many of them have a security clearance. We're going to bring them before committee. I'm going to have them have a hearing, bring them and subpoena them before committee. Why did they sign it? Why did they lie to the American public? A Clapper, a Brennan. Why did you use the reputation that America was able to give to you more information, but use it for a political purpose and lie to the American public? It's exactly what Adam Schiff has done to us, and this has got to stop.
I mean, Congressman, the American people have been fooled on so many issues. The Hunter Biden laptop and the evidence on it that proves influence peddling from the Biden family, the origins of COVID, the impact on children, you know, the impact of masks and vaccine mandate, all this stuff has been censored. These 51 intelligence officials just doing what they wanted to do for their party rather than being honest with the American people. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, if I'm one of the 51 intelligence agents who'd still have valid security clearances, in some instances, you better lawyer up now, because I think the subpoenas are going to come, and we're going to get to the bottom of why these individuals, some of them may have been coerced into signing the document as well. So it's all part of that influence peddling that had a direct effect on the elections. And I think you can make the case when it comes to the Hunter Biden story, the suppression at a level we've never seen before when it comes to a presidential election. So it's absolutely, again, something oversight. And I think judiciary needs to dig in and take a look at.
Yeah, Jim Jordan's going to be running the judiciary, and James Comer will be running the oversight committee that the GOP will lead. And he's got an op-ed in the Journal today, James Comer does, the Kentucky congressman, going through all of the issues that they're going to cover in oversight. And the Biden family business schemes is one of them. But there are many in terms of the ineptitude of this administration, like the Afghanistan withdrawal. Congressman, we're going to be following it along the way, and we appreciate you joining me this morning. Thank you so much, Scott Fitzgerald.
Thanks, Maria. Thank you.
All right, we'll